rise.
Pledge of allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence for the sick, the handicapped, recently departed, and our military personnel of our community.
Roll call.
Mr. Henderson?
Here.
Mr. Petroselli?
Here.
Mr. Colosimo? Here. Mr. Gallarducci?
Here.
Mr. Verducci?
Here.
Mr. Chachowski?
Here.
Ms. Cimaroli? Here. Mayor Copeland? Here. Mr. McDermott? Here. Engineer Brett?
Here.
I'm Joe Power. Chief King?
Here.
Chief Castain?
I'm here.
And Chief Miller?
Here. You sure? Bob, before you get started, I just want to ask you that you got quite a few things there, a pretty lengthy packet you gave us. If you got anything new, I would start with that.
I was going to say, you guys can look at those things later.
Yeah, just keep it high level if you could.
Yeah, no, I will. Primarily to your, the fact that you're updating the Bridgeville's comprehensive economic development plan, the community's future's totally going to be dependent on that. It's extremely important. And what I'm suggesting is, of course, you're updating Bridgeville Borough's plan, but this is a plan, and I'm going to give you guys copies of this smaller version. This is a plan that solves the traffic congestion problem in Collier, Bridgeville, and Lafayette. I'm just suggesting that once you get these drawings, and I'll take a couple of these large drawings to those other two municipalities, you should make a concerted effort to coordinate your comprehensive plan so that it solves the traffic congestion problem regionally, not just for Bridgeville.
Rest assured, we have reached out to both communities, both in writing and
You're already doing
we already have.
That's wonderful. That's exactly what to do. What I wanted to point out to you is, in some of the other drawings that document some of these other people give you, this is just a picture of Bridgeville's central business district, but they have the two one-way couple going through, which is the fundamental solution to the north-south problem. But when you get a chance to look at some of these drawings again, which I'm sure you're in your files, you notice the purpose of this Shady Avenue couple is to expand the Bridgeville Central Business District into this area. And I don't know if you're aware of it or not, but all of the homes on the west side of Chartier Street, they're already zoned commercial. I don't know how many of the families actually know that, but the value of the property is considerable. And if you solve the traffic congestion problem, all of those properties' value will improve. But what we're looking at, what you're looking at, is trying to improve the tax revenues that come to the community. And this is just, I just wanted to show you this. I don't know if you remember this, but this is Route 19 and this is Washington Pike. All of the red outline roads are 4-lane roads that PennDOT and the county built leading to the Route 19 business districts in Mount Lebanon and Upper St. Clair. And the green outline roads, those are just the two 4-lane highways that came to Bridgeville, which it's never been fair. But I just want to emphasize the importance of comprehensive plan. One other thing, when you guys get a chance later, that drawing on the left shows how Shady Avenue can be made another Bridgeville second Main Street. The center one shows Bower Hill Road turned into a shopping center with parallel with Baldwin Street. And the third one over there shows, I'm sure you guys have been down there already, but there's a 16-foot wide parallel asphalt alley parallel to Bower Hill Road. It can be used as half of the two-way couple, and And those are the pictures and the drawings of those things. So when you get a chance, take a look at that.
Thank you.
And I'll leave this stuff.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, appreciate it.
That's it on this. Okay. I'll move on with the regular order of business. I need a motion to approve the April 10th, 2023 regular meeting minutes as submitted. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. I need a motion to approve the May 2023 bill list. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. I need a motion to approve the May 12th, 19th, 26th, June 2nd, and 9th payrolls. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. Need a motion to adopt resolution number 2023-4, resolution of the Borough of Bridgeville requesting a flood mitigation program grant of $500,000 from the Commonwealth Financing Authority of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania for the Commercial Street Culvert Replacement Project. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Need a motion to adopt resolution number 2023-5, resolution agreeing to reimburse PennDOT for the design, construction, and inspection costs associated with the curb ramps and bump outs on State Route 3005, the intersections of Bank Street and Bridgeville. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Need a motion to accept the lowest responsible bid received from Robinson Pipe Company in the amount of $36,010 for the base bid and add alternate number 1 of the 2023 sanitary sewer O&M CCTV program, subject to the contractor obtaining the required insurance certificates, performance bond, payment bond, and review and approval of the same by the borough solicitor prior to the execution of the agreement by the borough.
Can I add a question first?
Go ahead.
It seems like a pretty drastic amount difference. Any concerns with that, or just normal? Okay, thank you.
I so move, or I second. Do I
Need a motion, Nino makes a motion, do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. The motion to accept the 2022 financial statement report and audit of the Borough of Bridgeville as prepared by Mark Turnley, CPA. So moved. Second. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. The motion to concur and authorize the granting of a right-of-way acquisition of 160.62 square feet in the front of McLaughlin Run Road for the existing guardrail and to permit a temporary construction easement of 934 square feet for the parkland adjacent to McLaughlin Run Road Bridge number 2, PennDOT, for the planned project to replace the bridge in 2025.
I so move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Is that done by your house?
Yeah. Are they taking anything from our side? I think I couldn't, I read that meeting map and I couldn't.
I can tell you more. I don't remember. I know the borough side very
Yeah.
well. The other side, I don't remember. But it will show it on that map.
Okay.
I can zoom on my computer and.
Yeah,
forward back to you.
we were trying to come up with it and I couldn't.
I can easily do it.
Okay.
Need a motion to authorize a disbursement of $114,019 from the Capital Project Fund to Westmoreland Electric Services LLC for payment application 1 and final for the Chartiers Park Lighting Improvement Project.
I so move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. I need a motion to authorize a disbursement of $147,800 from the Capital Project Fund to Sports and Recreation Associates for invoice number 1 of Chartiers Park Playground Project.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Our park is beautiful. It looks really nice.
Yeah.
Really nice. Need a motion to accept and pay any commission due April 2023 real estate tax collector report.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Need a motion to acknowledge receipt of the April 2023 treasurer's report.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And I need a motion to accept all submitted April 2023 official reports. So moved.
Second.
As you can see, we accepted the audit, so greatly appreciate Mr. Turley's great job in working with Joe and his staff on getting that done. Yet again, Joe Carr finds more money, or the opportunity for more money, with the him approaching Senator Casey and Senator Fetterman on assisting with our flood mitigation program. Fingers crossed, but heck, if we get those, it'll be halfway there, correct?
We're getting
Just about, so.
They
Really
selected
exciting.
our project for a federal appropriation. Both were pledged $750,000, so that's $1.5 million. They recommended it on to the Senate Appropriations Committee for Homeland Security. So now we have to see if the committee approves it and puts it in the federal spending bill. But we were only one of two projects selected for that subcommittee in the state. So it was pretty good for us to get selected, to get this far.
So kudos to you as always, Joe, so thank you. Other than that, that's all I have to report.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you, Ken.
Parks and Recreation, Joe Colosimo.
Okay, we installed, excuse me, new barbecue grills at all the pavilions in our parks. We also redid the infield up at Cook School Park. BAA supplied the field mix, and our guys spread it around the field for them. Looks good. And playground equipment. I was asking Joe about it. I hadn't gotten down there yet this week. It looks like it's almost done, but the padding is the safety padding. Joe tells me it got delivered today, and hopefully it should be done by the end of the week, for the weekend. Cross your fingers and the weather stays good, that'll be done. And that's all I have.
Can I ask a question? Are you going to have some sort of opening get-together for the community to let everybody know that the parks are done?
Could, I mean, never did in the past. I'm not much of a PR person, but I'm sure we could. Don't see why not.
Might be a
Have
good
ribbon or
idea to
something,
have
maybe.
ice cream or something, you know. to
See,
go
we
get-
got two more, or another section up at Cook School Park we're doing this summer also, so. We do it every time, we're gonna do it once, so it's something to talk about. I'm not against it.
Any other questions for Joe? Okay, Parks and, or Public Works, Anita.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I know employee Craig Jordan started April 12, and he's doing well. London, he's on the road. We got 50 tons of rock salt over there. Talking about rock salt, summertime. But we have to get it because that's what we should get every year. And beds, they are full. And one thing I want to say, the parks, Joe mentioned some of the things, but I can tell you that the water is being restored, everything is working, the restroom, everything is in good shape, so have a good time. The parks, they are gorgeous. Both those parks, they're unbelievable. Thank you.
An update on rock salt.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we have a contractual obligation to buy
Right.
80% of our order. Our order is typically 850 tons, so that puts it like 600 some tons. So the contract is to expire end of June. Carswell came back just late last week saying that they'll extend that contract until December 31st of this year for us to order the remaining 200 ton of rock salt. Any ton that's not ordered by December 31st, if we don't buy it and just store it down there, there's a $10 per ton surcharge. But at least we were originally looking at that $10 surcharge in June. Now it got kicked to December 31st, and typically we do have a couple salt orders in December. So it was good news, And we ordered another 25 ton, and you don't want to talk about rock salt, but we ordered 25 more ton today because we can squeeze in more 25 more. So it puts us at 225 ton that we have to order by December 31st. And then they have allowed us that for next year's estimate, instead of putting in 850, we can reduce and just say, hey, we're going to order 400 ton because we know we're sitting on 500 ton under the highway order.
Oh, good.
So at least there's good news there that we're not going to be sitting on salt here in June.
Is
So-
it anticipated that the price will be much more?
Sure.
No, we're obligated to buy, right now, salt is down to $85 a ton because of a fuel escalator charge, because fuel prices went down when that bid came in. So it went from originally at $89 down to $85 a ton. To take advantage of the contract extension, it's at $88.36 a ton through December 31st. So any orders that we would place in December, it's at $88, even if the New Year's bid is a little bit less. We're at that. But still, it's a good deal. So that's
If we have a good winter like this past winter, I don't know what else we're gonna put on that, so we have to take that home a little bit.
You know, it's not over.
No, oh, come on,
You got
please.
Don't be messing
correct.
up.
Yeah,
Don't mess it
Yeah.
up.
Otherwise, that thing would cascade.
correct.
That
Yes.
80% thing.
So it worked out really well. So it was good news that we got on Friday with that.
We missed a good opportunity with Cinco de Mayo, right? We could, some salt. And we were talking about the parks, and one we didn't really bring up was Triangle Park. That's beautiful too. The
That's right.
sidewalks and the benches, they all look really sharp right now. So thank you. Public safety, Bruce.
I don't have any more, sir.
All right, any questions for Bruce? Nope. Mayor, Betty Copeland.
April 16th, I presented a proclamation to Shashwat Narayan at Bethany Presbyterian Church for his Eagle Scout program. On the 29th, I presented to 3 Eagle Scout awardees at St. Barbara's. Keegan Crowder, Colin Schmidt, and David Hand. Also, there were Senator Devlin Robinson and Representative Anita Kulik, and Anita Kulik also presented proclamations from the Honorable Jason Ortetai, who was unable to be there. And Charters Valley Primary School, Rochelle Terrett and children in her class have written a book, and you'll be able to purchase it online. It's about the Charters Valley School and a lot of the citizens that were in military, and lots of good stories, and there will also be some coloring pages in there. The book will be online May 26th. The cost is $22, so we hope that you will support them. And we wish all the mothers in the borough and around the country happy Mother's Day. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Any questions for the mayor? Okay, Police Chief Chad King.
Thank you, Council President. Just to remind everybody, we have the Memorial Day Parade on May 29th. That will happen regardless of the status of the bridge, so hope to see you there, and be prepared to catch some candy from a rather high speed. Also, as far as the bridge closure goes, there will be no closure this week. The third closure will not happen this week. I've been told by an individual who shall remain anonymous, there's a slight possibility it could occur from the 18th to the 22nd, but there's no guarantee on that. So that's possible, it could happen that weekend. If it doesn't, it will not happen during Memorial Day weekend, it will go into June. So we'll just have to wait to see, stay tuned next week for an update. Finally, also, I'm glad to announce that after months and months and months of waiting, we're finally able to fall in the queue for Motorola to get us onboarded with the new car cams and the body cams. You can see I have it on right now. We still have some officers that need to complete their online training, which consists of a couple hours of training online. And hopefully within the next week and a half, everybody will be outfitted with the body cams. The car cameras are operational also. What's nice is the two systems link together, they talk to one another, so Once you're in a car, if you turn on the emergency lights or activate your body camera, it automatically turns on the car camera or vice versa. So, pretty neat stuff that we have going on with these. We're still learning a bit about the system, but guys are excited to get them actually, and something we couldn't wait to happen. And it just took a while for Motorola to get with us and get us hooked up, but we're good to go now. That's all I have.
Great, man, thank you. That's great to hear. Solicitor, Tom McDermott.
Thank you. I don't have anything to add to my written report, other than to mention Happy Mother's Day to yourself and Madam Mayor. You wish Happy Mother's Day to everybody else. I hope you have one.
Any questions for the solicitor? Borough Engineer Kevin Britt.
One additional item, we did hear today that paving is to start Wednesday of this week. Should be about a week and a half, 2 weeks finished for 2023. So it should be pretty quick.
Anything over near Bank Street? I forget what's on.
No, Laurel and Greenwood. So the section of Gregg
Yeah.
to Greenwood down at this being done.
Okay. That'll be an interesting, I mean, are you shutting down, the one over the green?
Typically, you do have access. It isn't a full
Access, yeah.
shutdown. No.
Yeah, okay.
I'll flag it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Greenwood's Dewey to Bank.
Yeah.
Has there been any word on that?
No, they're just still working. They're still doing the intersection
They're
keyways
doing
and
the
stuff.
sewer lines, the drainage now. So I have a question, because when I know it's gonna be, I guess, one way, they're gonna only close one lane and do one side. How do people get in their driveways then? I mean, is it going to be accomplished?
As far as maybe?
Oh, yeah, the road itself, they'll do one lane, and when they go past the driveway, it's mostly about 10 or 15 minutes till they get in their driveway. It's really, it's a short period of time.
Okay.
The asphalt sets up, the mix they use now is called Warm Mix, so it's already about 50 degrees cooler than what it was 4 or 5 years ago. Little by little, the temperature comes down. They put an admixture in it now, so it happens pretty quick.
Cool. Any questions for the engineer? Fire chief.
The only thing the fire department has, thank you, Council President, we did 21 calls in the month of April, and the truck tickets, we have our truck tickets for sale now, we're gonna do that again this year. And that's all I have.
Thank you, sir. Southbridge EMS, Dan Miller.
Nothing to report.
Thanks, Dan. Historical Society, you have anything for me?
Thursday, May 18th, from 11 to 2, we have a bake sale. And on Friday, it will be 10 to 2, May 18th and 19th. And the Historical Society program for this month will be McKeesport 23, One Town's Remembrance of the Vietnam War. The presenter will be Dale Saller, and that's at the Chartiers Room, 7:30 p.m. on May 26th. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Library.
Hi, thanks. I was gonna advertise our Friends of the Library fashion show this Friday, but thankfully tickets have sold out, so hopefully you got yours before they did. Cindy's very excited. It should be a good turnout at the SNPJ Hall. Otherwise, we have our regular programs through next Friday, May 19th. And then in June, our summer reading kickoff is Saturday, June 10th, before our full slate of summer programs start on Monday, June 12th. So I'll bring more information next month with our upcoming programs for the summer. But the other big update I did want to share this month has to do with our contract for management with South Fayette Township Library. Hopefully you're all somewhat familiar with it. We've been working with South Fayette Township Library. This will actually be the 10th year this November. That said, the library boards of both libraries have mutually decided to sunset that contract at the end of this year. So that is effective January 1st, 2024. Given the close relationship between the communities and our overlap, we fully remain committed to working together to provide high quality programs and services and collections, but it will end the financial tie between the libraries, and it also will lead to an administrative change. Basically, with the way the contract works, the two libraries share a library director, but the end of the contract will necessitate that both libraries have a dedicated library director. The position of director is tied to South Fayette Township Library, so at the end of this year, I'll be transitioning full-time to South Fayette Township Library, and then Bridgeville Public Library will get a new director. Thankfully, I'm joined tonight by Erin Weaver. She's our current assistant director, and she'll be transitioning into the role of library director. So it's changed, but we're excited. We think it's a necessary evolution given some of the changes of both libraries over the last 10 years. So we're figuring out as we go, but we'll share more information, and that's what's kind of on the horizon. Thanks.
Great, thank you. Parking authority, Deb?
Hi, sorry I'm not there, but I'm not at my happy place. The cameras are back on lot 5. The spring landscaping has been done in lots 1, 3, and 4. Lot 2 is being done now. The asphalt patching is completed in lot 5, and lot 2 was completed today in the middle of all the fire equipment. We're waiting on the final bids for lights to be repaired in lot number 1. And let's see, the cameras I said are back on. We took a beating when we gave free parking, but it was the right thing to do. We will again offer free parking when the bridge is closed. That won't be for a couple of weeks from what I understand. So parking in Bridgeville on the street and in the lots will be free when the bridge is closed. And the last thing, I'd like to thank the board for appointing Mike Neely to our board. That's all I have.
Thanks, Deb.
You're welcome.
Planning Commission, Justine.
Outside of the several reports that you have in your package, we're moving along with the comprehensive plan. Joe and I did meet with Randy and Denny Bucco in regards to business development and trying to form some sort of volunteer business organization that perhaps meets once a month or something like that, so that we could start getting them directly involved. Allegheny County was also here the next day, and Joe and I met with them, and they are going to do a walk through the business district and speak to the owners or to the proprietors of the businesses to see what it is, how we can get the business people actively involved, and what it is that they need. So, I mean, the comprehensive plan's moving along. We did the Survey Monkey in regards to what people would like to see on on Baldwin Street, and Survey Monkey's finished, but we had 350 responses, and the one lot everybody wants to do is the public venue sort of thing, where parking and that stuff. So there is a hierarchy, all right, but everybody seems to like a lot of the ideas, so it's just a matter of getting some funding for several of them. The one lot will be visited by the people from Tree Pittsburgh, and we're going to finalize exactly how we're going to plant the trees, what trees we're going to plant, and how it's going to work. And the tree planting will happen in the fall, and we will probably need volunteers.
Beautiful. Thank you, appreciate that. Borough Manager.
I just had one update on Union Street. That landslide repair, they're going to be paving there on Wednesday also, and then the guardrail will be installed early next week, so that landslide will be done hopefully early next week, so it's fully opened right after that. In concert with that landslide, we received news today that the contractor is being delayed by West Penn Power, obviously still for Warner Avenue, and our contractor has to do another job with that equipment, so it doesn't look like Warner is going to start till at least August 1st. But West Penn Power is telling the contractor that they can't do anything until the Route 50 bridge is done. So it's kind of putting our contractor holding his hands, so you can't blame him you can't tie down your brother here for waiting on him. So it looks like August 1st.
You don't think that anything will be delayed into winter, do you?
I hope not. We're at the mercy right now, utility companies.
Yes.
The biggest thing, we got the pole set, and they did transfer a lot of the power over, it's just they didn't complete it. So At least one will be done next week, so there's the bright side. Yeah, but the other one is postponed till the earliest August.
Thank you, sir.
Sorry.
No worries. Hands are tied. That's all your fault.
I'm used to it.
New business, Joe?
Were you expecting that I was gonna say something? Yeah. Just a reminder that, May 17th, we have the, municipalities or community outlook by the Chamber of Commerce. It's gonna be at, Nevillewood. I think sometime this week is the final deadline for one to reserve a spot. Yours truly, is the MC, and Joe Carr will get all kinds of softball questions to answer, to make Bridgeville look good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Just send me the
Like
questions.
T-ball questions.
T-ball. So I look forward to hearing, I mean, to be honest, there's a lot of things going on, so it'll be a very interesting meeting to hear. I went to the South Hills, or the Peters Township one that had Bethel and Mount Lebanon and St. Clair and a lot of the other municipalities. There was a lot of stuff that they talked about that was really interesting, so a lot of things going on in this area for sure.
Bob, you got the...
Yeah, hi, I'm curious, have you guys been presented the potential drawings for that, traffic circle at the top of the hill, Navy Road, Church Street by the university, or?
The planning commission's working with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys, are you general, do you sort of like the idea?
Well, the second half, okay, was presented at the last planning committee meeting. And what it was is that basically they reviewed their process from how they selected it by, looking at the volume of traffic
Yeah.
and the speed and so forth, and the number of trucks, okay? They did, their surveys basically said that a stoplights
Yeah.
will not work. So they do recommend, and they're students, okay, they recommended that we do a roundabout.
That's good.
Well, hold on.
Wait, yes, it's true.
They also did a study that covered an hour, one time 5 years ago, and then an hour just recently. So a study, that's not gospel, Bob. So
Yes.
Right, and it's not
please don't
funded
hold that
either.
over our head that Pitt said that this is what we should do. It was very informative, but there needs to be a more professional study to be done to be able to even come to that conclusion.
I didn't
if
think
at
the
all.
one they were gonna build on McLaughlin would work. I was really surprised how well it seems to work. But you're right, you need more data.
Anything else under new
I want
business?
to make sure he didn't say.
Motion to adjourn, do I have a second?
I'll say.
All in favor?
Uh,